Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a collaboration hosted by one of my YouTube besties, Desiree, over at Momma Friendly. This is a Valentine's Day Treats for My Sweets collab, and I'm going to be making hot cocoa bombs. So I actually ordered a much larger silicone mold for this, but they substituted me the smaller one, so I just decided to make mini hot cocoa bombs. So I'm just starting out with some dark chocolate and some semi-sweet chocolate, and I'm going to melt this down in 15-second increments until it is a shiny melted consistency. Once it is ready, I'm just going to stir it all up, making sure all of the morsels are melted. Next, I'm just going to take a little brush and I'm going to coat the inside of the little silicone molds, trying to get all the nooks and crannies. It is a little bit difficult because the hearts are really small, but I just did the best I could. So this is my first time making hot cocoa bombs, and I have been wanting to make them since before Christmas. And actually, Desiree, who is hosting this collab, she made some on her channel. So I will list her video down below. So as I mentioned before, this video is a collaboration with several ladies here on YouTube. There will be a playlist, so definitely make sure after you check out my video, you check out the playlist. I will have it linked in the description box, but there is going to be all kinds of cute Valentine's Day content that you're not going to want to miss out on. A little tip to remember is that the inside of these are not going to be visible, so they do not have to be perfect, and you can pack it in as much as you want, because the more chocolate the bombs are, the more chocolatey your hot cocoa will be. So that's why it doesn't look so pretty as I'm just cramming it in there, because I'm just really trying to get all of those edges and all those little nooks and crannies filled with chocolate. So now that you have your first layer of chocolate, you are going to pop these in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then you're going to remove them and you are going to coat the bottom again. So there is definitely some little holes that I missed, and I want to make sure to try to patch those up to the best of my ability. So I'm just going to be adding more chocolate into the molds. So I have been seeing a lot of this or that Valentine's Day editions over on Instagram. I'll leave my handle here so you can go follow me. But I am curious, do you guys prefer chocolate or flowers for Valentine's Day? Let me know in the comments down below. So now that you have your second layer of chocolate, you're going to pop these back into the freezer for about 10 minutes this time, just to make sure all the chocolate is solidified. And next you're going to grab your hot cocoa, and we're just going to peel out all of these hearts, and we're going to use this plate. So I learned a trick on Pinterest that instead of necessarily having to use a hot pan to take a plate that holds heat well, pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds, get the plate nice and warm, and you can just set your molds right on top of the plate and it will melt the edges so they will adhere to one another. But I'm just going to be taking a little spoon and I'm gonna fill up the hot cocoa bombs with the hot cocoa that I have, and then I'm gonna add in some marshmallows and melt those edges and put them together. Another tip is to wear these latex gloves or whatever kind of gloves that you have on hand. Obviously not like cloth gloves, because I don't think that would work. But the heat from your hands can melt the chocolate, and you don't really want that to happen because it'll get really messy and it won't be as cute. So I am just wearing gloves to try to, hold back some of that heat so the chocolate doesn't melt in the places that you don't want it to melt. So now that I have all of my hot cocoa bombs put together, I'm just gonna drizzle the remaining chocolate on top of each of the cocoa bombs. And I also have these super cute Valentine's Day sprinkles that I picked up from Walmart that I'm gonna be sprinkling on top just to give them that Valentine's Day effect, as you can see here. And then once I have all the sprinkles added, I'm just gonna brush off or dust off the remaining sprinkles that didn't really stick. And then of course I had to give the cocoa bombs a try myself just to see what the hype is all about. And not only is this a cute idea to gift someone for Valentine's Day, but it's also something sweet that you and your loved one, whether it be your child or your spouse, can do together. And I just really love the way these turned out. So here is the finished product. I just think these are so adorable. And of course I had to get a little Valentine's Day aesthetic going on here with these cute little conversation hearts that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. But I just thought these were super cute, and you could put them in like a little gift bag or a treat bag, or even just a little Tupperware or a cupcake container. But this is the finished product, and I'm gonna give it a test. And there's just something so aesthetically pleasing about seeing the marshmallows pop up. I think that's like my most favorite part of these little cocoa bombs. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. As I mentioned before, don't forget to check out the playlist. I just want to thank Desiree so much for hosting this collab. As always, it is a pleasure. But if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. And thanks for being my kind weird.